Welcome to Titans Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is March the 31st, 2026. This is the last day of this dang month, and then we get April, and then we got 15 more days. Well, I don't count the 15. We got 14 more days until 2K26 next DLC comes out. And ladies and gentlemen, the big news. We will get it right away because, ladies and gentlemen, everybody been talking about this. Because they said on the patch notes that they're going to give us enough points to go to 20 tiers. If you guys didn't do 1 to 40 on the first one, now you will be on the 20 tiers. Yes, I cheated. I'm sorry, but I cheated. I paid for mine. I did the paint thing. I did not know they're going to do this on the next DLC. But I'm happy that they did it for the people, and they're going to do it for the season 2 as well. So that's pretty cool for the people that has the premium 1 to 6 seasons, or there's one that gives you 1 to 4, I think, something like that. But that's only for the special editions, and if you have a 2K account, you play the game and all that stuff. Well, I played the game. I'm happy that we could use all my... I remember before this whole patch happened, we couldn't use all the arenas from my Rise. Now I could because I have a AAA and I don't want to download a whole bunch of AAA arenas. So how about we use some of the my Rise arenas for AAA, like TBD, LAW, Japan, and all that stuff. They even have a Mexico arena that looks like a pay-per-view arena. I'm not talking about the Mexico Plaza. I'm talking about the Astral Arena, something like that. I don't know if I'm saying the name right. I don't think I am. But yeah, I use those as my AAA pay-per-views because I don't want... There's not a lot of AAA pay-per-views they had the last couple months. They had Worlds Collide, they had Triple Mania, they had Rey Reyes. But I'm not going to download those Rey Diaz, whatever it's called. So yeah, that's what I did. And I'm happy for it. And now you can use the WrestleMania 27. You don't have to try to do like a whole bunch of the crazy things. Because, you can't use an ambulance match. You can't do an ambulance match or a dumpster match for it. But you still have to take those out because they're too small. The arenas are small. The ramps are too small for those those matches. So, yeah, I don't think you can do 3 stages of hell. You can't do an ambulance match or a casket dumpster in the 3 stages of hell at WrestleMania 27 because of that reason. So, it's okay. I don't really matter. It doesn't matter for me. I don't do a lot of ambulance match, casket match because they're annoyed the hell of me. Oh my god, they annoy me. But it did announce that there's no more Persona cards that's going to be coming out in my faction. There's a Liv Morgan, bunch of John Cena's, there's Undertakers, and there's a Kofi Kingston. The Liv Morgan and Kofi Kingston will be helping me with my old school, because I'll put them in my old school if I want to. But everybody else, the John Cena's, I could care less, because I already have the John. I have all 3 John Cena. Helps me with all my my thingy bobbers, my universe mode for old school and the current show. It helps my Raw and SmackDown. I know we don't have... I don't have both of them on Raw and SmackDown. I got one on Raw and one on WCW Nitro. I think that's it I have. Is there only 3? I thought there was 4. I know there's a whole bunch of CM Punks. I know that. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy for 2K26 that actually they fixed those things and everybody's happy about the tier thing that you're going to get to 20 tiers when you start for season 2. So that's pretty cool. I can't wait for it. I know I'm going to be excited because I don't have to do the grinding. And they said that starting season 2, the DLC characters will be on tier 1. So you don't have to do a whole bunch of grinding, and they're not going to separate the superstars into different tiers. Because in the AAA one, you got like Flammer first, like in the 5 tiers or 10 tiers, and then somewhere like 20 tiers, you get Vikingo or you get Psycho Clown. And I know Mr. Iguana was like the last one, he was like in the 30 tiers. So I was getting annoyed of that because why do you separate them? They should be all together because it's a DLC pack. They shouldn't be separated. So I'm happy that the DLC characters will be in the first tier for the Season 2 DLC pack. That we could get Kelly and Demolition right away. And if you want the arenas, we could get the arenas too. So I can't wait for it. I know I can't. I think they said they're every DLC pack now. Because the first one had all the free tiers. Now we're just having premium tiers for the DLCs. Because there's no free tiers anymore. There's no other legends that's not in the game. That's in the game and they're locked. Only Persona cards. But all the other legends like Andre the Giant, Batista, you'd unlock those guys already on the free tier. That's all the guys that was on the base game, but because there's no supercharger, yeah, there is a free tier of these things, of these legends. But now we don't have anymore, and I believe I read that they only have 20 tiers now. It's not 40. So why would they give us enough amounts to do 20 tiers? Are you going to give me all the things? I'll be happy if you did. But we will see what happens. April 15, 2026. We have 14 days left. I can't wait. Thank God I don't have to wait until 30 days or 40 days. Because I remember last year, yeah, you known about the dates. But you count how many days you have on the last month. Like if we knew the dates on April, it would be like 40 days. 40 or 50 days that we had to wait. Now we just have to wait 14 days. I know you had to wait until April because it says it's in April, but you know it's before WrestleMania. WrestleMania is on the 18th or the 19th, so it's somewhere before WrestleMania. So it's not anywhere far away. It's in the teens. It's not anywhere far. So that's a good thing. I don't know about the next one because there's no other big pay-per-view happening. I know in July there's going to be a Saturday Night's Main Event in Madison Square Garden. Thanks to Danhausen telling us that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got Monday Night Raw to talk about. Ladies and gentlemen, we got some matches for WrestleMania. We found out who's going to be facing Seth Rollins because, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about Seth Rollins first. I don't think I have Seth Rollins on here. But, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about Seth Rollins. Paul Heyman was getting annoyed by Adam Pearce on the last couple of times, seeing Adam Pearce. Adam Pearce says, "Did you see your email?" Paul Heyman never seen his email. But he says, you're going to see something crazy, something good in the ring. And Adam Pearce said, okay. And Paul Heyman saying a whole bunch of things, talking about Brock Lesnar and Obafemi, and what happened in the tag team match for the tag team titles, and all that stuff. He's happy. Except for the Obafemi thing. Ladies and gentlemen, but he's happy. And he can't wait for WrestleMania and all that stuff. But Adam Pearce came out and keep asking, did you check your email? And Paul Heyman says, I know everything that happens in the WWE because I'm a Hall of Famer, I'm the GOAT, I'm the Oracle, I'm all of this stuff. But Adam Pearce says, the Boston police, where Seth Rollins got arrested last week, they stopped the charges. And Paul Heyman did not know about that. He was scared. And then Seth Rollins pops up and whacks Paul Heyman with a chair. And then he wasn't done there. He put Paul Heyman's head on the chair and wants to stomp his fat head into the chair. And so Seth Rollins gets attacked by Gunther and gets choked out. And ladies and gentlemen, Adam Pearce says Seth Rollins is pissed and all that stuff. He did announce that Seth Rollins is medically cleared to wrestle. So at WrestleMania, it will be Gunther versus Seth Rollins. Speaking of WrestleMania, Finn Balor said he made Dominic Mysterio. Remember when Dominic turned heel against his own father at Clash of the Castle, and he attacked Edge as well. But remember, he went to Finn Balor. So Finn Balor says, I made Dominic what he is. I'm going to destroy Dominic at WrestleMania. So he issues a challenge to Dominic Mysterio at WrestleMania. And ladies and gentlemen, it's official. What else we have here? What else matches we got made? I think they're all from the matches now. I gotta look it up. Let's see if there's any matches that I could talk about that's not on these matches. WrestleMania. Stand and Deliver is happening this weekend. Big. Everybody knows about those matches. We know about Obafemi, AJ Lee. We know about that. We talk about Sami Zayn. We talk about Jacob Fatu. We talk about Finn Balor already. Okay, that's during the match. And that's during the match. And we talk about Seth Rollins and Gunther. Alright, so every match I didn't talk about is from the matches here. So, yeah, we're going to do that. Let's do this. So, ladies and gentlemen, we got Brock Lesnar coming out. And Paul Heyman wanted to shut up and stop talking. So, ladies and gentlemen, the excuse for Brock Lesnar getting clotheslined out of the ring is that he wasn't prepared. He wasn't dressed to fight. He wanted to talk. I do remember that Brock Lesnar, I think he started the fight. Didn't he start the fight? Didn't he need Obafemi in the guts and try to do the F5? But he got reversal and then he got clotheslined out of the ring. Am I wrong about that? Did I get that one wrong? But ladies and gentlemen, now he's ready to fight. He has his shorts on. He has his gloves on. He's ready to fight. He told Paul Heyman, stop talking. And he called out Obafemi. Adam Pearce came out and he says, that's not happening. Because I need to make sure my main event WrestleMania matches stay intact. So he brought security guards and asked Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar to leave until the lights went out and Obafemi comes out. And Obafemi just destroyed these poor security guards. He did an Incredible Hulk thing. And these two security guards smashed into this into the rampway, into the fence. It wasn't a big ramp, so I feel sorry for these guys. And then he throws one of these security guards up in the air, and freaking the guy went plump onto the ramp. Oh, man. And Adam Pearce is trying to stop Mr. Obafemi, but Obafemi shoves Adam Pearce away. And then he walks around the ring and gets in the ring and had a face-to-face The main boss comes out. Triple H has to make sure this stops. Triple H comes out and stops it. And ladies and gentlemen, Triple H had it was hard for him. Brock Lesnar left, and then he starts getting angry, throwing the stairs around. But Oba Femi, he wanted to attack him, but Triple H says no. Those guys really hate each other. Like, seriously. We got Brock Lesnar. We talk about Gunther. That's at the end of the show. That's the beginning of the show. We got Liv Morgan. Talks about Stephanie McCurr because she got attacked from her last week from behind. She says that, oh, you say that I hide behind my family, the Judgment Day. She says, I'm not, the Judgment Day is not here right now, so I'm by myself. She says, what, you scared? You're not going to attack me from behind this time because I know about it. Liv Morgan thinks she's not scared, but the last couple of times she had the Judgment Day. But she's more angry because when Stephanie McCurr attacked Liv Morgan last week, she even attacked Dominic Mysterio. She's not happy about that. So she called out Stephanie McCurr. She comes out, storms into the ring. We had a brawl between Liv Morgan and Stephanie McCurr. They were brawling until Roxanne comes out, makes her return because she had an injury for a couple of months, and she made her return, and they laid out Stephanie McCurr. Well, ladies and gentlemen, to start off Monday Night Raw, we got the WWE Champion Cody Rhodes coming out because it's Madison Square Garden. Everybody wants to be part of Madison Square Garden, right? So Cody Rhodes comes out. He asks everybody at Madison Square Garden, what do you want to talk about? Well, he got interrupted by Stephanie McMahon. My hair is sticking up. Why is my hair sticking up? Stephanie McMahon comes out. She gives the advice of Cody Rhodes how to stop this version of Randy Orton. Cody Rhodes needs to stop acting like this nicey guy and start thinking like Randy Orton. Because this version of Randy Orton, she said that he's not. He doesn't just hear the voices. He's listening to the voices, and he likes it. And Cody Rhodes says, I'm not going to be like Randy Orton. I'm not a whole bunch of things. And then Stephanie McMahon brought Cody Rhodes' dad. Because his dad could do these things. Could get vicious and all that stuff. And then she said that, Cody, you're not your dad because he's not vicious. And Cody Rhodes says, yeah, I'm not my dad. And Steph, you're not yours. You're not your dad either. Stephanie got pissed and slaps him in the face because, remember, she tries to help him. She tried to be the guidance for Cody Rhodes. Because somebody is talking to Randy Orton on the phone and giving him guidance. So, and then Stephanie McMahon tried to walk away. Cody Rhodes pulls her back and says, I got 2 words for you. Thank you. Because now he has the confidence to stop Randy Orton. He knows how to stop Randy Orton. How he stopped this version of Randy Orton. Let's see if he could. CM Punk and Roman Reigns. I guess we could talk about this because it doesn't do anything about the match. Roman Reigns comes out. This is supposed to be the end of the match. Roman Reigns comes out. He asks people to acknowledge him. CM Punk comes out, and then we had a brawl between CM Punk and Roman Reigns outside of the ring. Roman accidentally spears Pete Williams. These guys destroying each other, and CM Punk puts Roman Reigns through the announce table, just like Roman Reigns did to CM Punk. But CM Punk did a GTS first. So that really happened on the end of the show. Cool. It was the same thing that happened, but it was CM Punk doing it. So, yeah, I didn't really care for that. I'm getting tired of seeing these guys doing face-to-face stuff the last couple of weeks. And we still have 2 weeks left for WrestleMania. So, can we stop with the face-to-face? I'm getting annoyed of that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have a street fight for the World Tag Team Titles Division. Logan Paul and Austin Theory versus the Usos. Well, ladies and gentlemen, ISO Speed was in the front row, but ISO Speed is a little jumpy and a little upset because last week he got cursed from Danhausen. And he found Danhausen and he tried to get on curse. But Danhausen's demands is a little too much. So ISO Speed can't get on curse. So he went to the front row. This match was an interesting match. It was pretty good. But at the end, we saw Logan Paul getting brass knucks by his mom. His mom had brass knucks in her purse. And you see ISO Speed telling Logan, you don't need those. You don't need those. But LA Knight was on commentary. He comes and attacks Logan Paul. And Logan Paul pulls in ISO Speed while he was getting beat up. ISO Speed went into ringside. And the brass knucks falls. ISO Speed puts on the brass knucks. I don't know why. And then LA Knight comes to ISO Speed, turns him around, and ISO Speed knocks out LA Knight. And he froze. He got scared. And ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match and your new World Tag Team Champions Division, Austin Theory and Logan Paul. And they want to thank ISO Speed. But now ISO Speed is gonna die. Because he has to worry about the Usos and LA Knight. ISO Speed, and they're in the backstage. ISO Speed is trying to tell Logan and Austin Theory, I didn't mean to do it. But Logan Paul and Austin Theory didn't really care. Paul Heyman tried to calm him down. Tell Logan and Austin Theory, go buy him a dinner, watch his back, and all that stuff. But he did say that Usos is going to kill him. Oh boy. I wonder what's going to happen at WrestleMania for the World Tag Team titles. Well, we got the women's tag team titles on the line. We got a lot of championships on the line, except for one match. But ladies and gentlemen, it was a pretty decent match. It was Nia Jax and Lash Legend versus Bayley and Io Sky. Enjoyable match. But at the end, we got Bella Twins and Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss coming to the ring. And you see Nia Jax and Lash Legend attacking both teams. And then when they were about to win the match, Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair, and the Bella Twins attacked Nia Jax and Lash Legend. Everybody laid out Lash Legend and Nia Jax. But we heard that at WrestleMania, there will be a fatal four-way match for the women's tag team titles. The four teams that we just saw on Raw, Bayley and Laura Valkyria, Lash Legend and Nia Jax, the Bella Twins, Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. All of those four will face for the women's tag team titles at WrestleMania. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we had Penta. He had an open challenge. And on the internet, on the social media, Kofi Kingston accepted the match. Remember what Kofi told Grayson Waller? You had to win this match clean last week against Javon Evans. That's what Kofi Kingston wants on this match. He wants to show Javon Evans that he is a good leader. But it was a pretty decent match. Grayson Waller got in trouble. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match, and still your Intercontinental Champion, Penta. Before Penta could go to WrestleMania, he has to worry about AAA because he's defending that Intercontinental title against Vikingo in AAA. First time ever, we will see the Intercontinental title get defended in a AAA ring. But, ladies and gentlemen, Jackie Raymond comes out and asks Penta, what is going to happen with you at WrestleMania? Penta made a challenge. And it's a crazy challenge because He wants a multi-man ladder match for his Intercontinental Championship. And he told Adam Pearce, tell me all the guys. So Adam Pearce can make all the guys, and we heard that there was qualifying matches on main events. The show, I think that's what they said, the main event on YouTube. You know that show, like, nobody really cared for because there's no championship matches. It's just jobber versus jobber. But they have some other matches happening, I guess, on main events. Ladies and gentlemen, we heard that Javon Evans is in this match. Dragon Lee, Rusev. I don't know other people. I don't know if there's other people or this is the end of it. So we got Penta, Javon Evans, Dragon Lee, JD Madonna, and Rusev in a fatal 5-way match in a ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. Crazy! And then we have Raquel Rodriguez versus Io Sky. It was a pretty decent match. Io Sky got distracted because Asuka comes out. Tells Kairi Sane to attack or distract Io Sky, but she didn't want to do that. But she got big booted by Raquel into Asuka, and Asuka grabs the hair of Kairi Sane. It looks like she was about to punch her. But Io Sky did a suicide dive, knocks out Asuka. She did a nasty suicide dive. She landed on her head. Poor Io Sky. But she told Kairi Sane, you don't have to take this bullcrap from Asuka, and she got back in the ring, got Tahana Bomb from Raquel. Raquel gets the win. That was our main event. I told you guys the end of the show with CM Punk and Roman Reigns and all that stuff. But ladies and gentlemen, if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Yes, for some reason my hair likes to stand up. Oh man, I didn't have the best sleep last night because it was thundering outside, and I heard a big, loud thunder. It woke me up. I didn't like it. I wasn't a fan. It scared me. It made me jump out of my bed. And then I heard more thunder. I got something in my eyeball. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I will see you guys tomorrow for NXT results. This is the last NXT before Stand and Deliver. Who will go against JC Jane for the Women's Championship? Lola Vice or Kendall Gray? We will find out. That's all me today. Tell us out. Bye!